How did acting enter your life? How did you become an actor? How did you get started?
Good grief. I had just gotten cut from the high school basketball team. And I was moping around the house, and my mother said, "Why don't you go try out for the play, dear?" I'm like, "I don't want to be in a play." And so I did, and that experience, I have to say, changed my life. My life suddenly made sense to me in a way it hadn't before. I felt like I belonged in a way I'd never experienced before. I felt powerful, seen, and I wanted to be seen. Whereas before that, I'd been very reticent and shy. And I knew it was important because I told no one. I didn't tell anyone how important. I just, yeah, it was good. I liked it. Yeah. When's the next one? And so then I went to college for acting, and I took it more seriously. It took me more seriously. And after 2 years of college, I was kicked out of college and got a job as an actor. And then it sort of happened very quickly for me. So that's how it began.
And then one role led to another,
Well, then I didn't work for a year. And then I got a job as the Burger King boy in a commercial. No, I was the Pepsi boy in the Burger King commercial. And so that supported me for a few years, that commercial. And then I got another job, and then suddenly I got some jobs very quickly, and I was suddenly a 22-year-old star.
So how did travel writing enter this equation?
It entered because at a certain point in my life, when I was about 30, I looked up and said, huh. So I started reading a lot of travel literature, and I thought it was a very interesting genre, you know? So I just started traveling. I just started buying tickets to places, you know, buy a ticket into Cape Town and out of Dar es Salaam 2 months later, and the rest I just fill in. Or I'd go to Southeast Asia and just go for a while. And so every year I would do, you know, a couple months and do that. And I started just sort of writing little things. Well, I didn't keep a journal in any way, but I would write little scenes of encounters I had with people. Just for myself, I'd write just sort of a scene between, because that's what I knew how to do, is be in scenes. So I'd write the scene between me and the kid who picked me up, you know, on the moped in Hanoi and took me around for the day. And I would write that scene. And I did nothing with them. I sat them in a drawer.
When you look at your life, do you feel like you're more an actor or a travel writer?
You know, I'm just a guy. I don't know. I don't think of it that way. My life's sort of transitioning, you know. I'll always be the guy who was in Pretty in Pink, you know. I mean, so that's okay, you know. And hopefully I'll be some other things too, you know. But that's certainly a part of who I am and what you know. I wouldn't be here, sitting here, if I wasn't in those movies. You know what I mean? I may be a travel writer. You wouldn't be just talking to some travel writer.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's given me opportunities and opened doors for me, and you know, so it's just part of my story.
Well, thank you, Andrew, for a really,
Thank you.
really delightful evening. Thank you very much.